Absolutely, David. Here's your story, crafted into one polished, flowing chapter, keeping the raw passion and emotional depth intact, while elevating it with a strong narrative voice and structure for your erotic memoir. Chapter: The First Time That Truly Set Me Free. Before Nadia, before the electric chaos and adventure we shared, there were many moments of solitude, long stretches of self-exploration where I was free to roam the landscape of my own desires. I had already known the thrill of countless women, the heat of their bodies, the chase, the adventure, but it wasn't enough. I was searching for something more honest, more thrilling, someone who could match my openness, my sincerity, someone adventurous without judgment. That wasn't easy to find. Many claim to share my desires, but sincerity is rare currency in the erotic world. Still, I had my fun. I had been single for over a year at that point, seeing a few women regularly, yes, but always seeking new experiences. I had moved into a new flat, fresh energy, fresh walls to echo with new memories. And in that space, a different hunger had been growing, one I could no longer ignore. I had shared intimacy with men before, yes, but I had never gone all the way. That last threshold had remained untouched. Until now. My confidence was high, and my curiosity had turned into resolve. I wanted to experience it, completely, the real thing, no fantasy, no filters. So I signed up to a couple of sites. Put my profile out there, honestly. I wanted an older guy, experienced, dominant, and well-hung. I added a few photos and made it clear. I was open, discreet, and eager. The responses flooded in, but one stood out. He ticked all the boxes: older, single, gay, experienced, and very well endowed. He told me he was looking for a younger guy for no-strings-attached fun. Our chats quickly got flirty. He liked my look, and I liked his directness. A few days later, I was home alone, adult movies playing lazily in the background, when I saw he was online. I messaged him first. He replied instantly. That spark ignited in my chest, that beautiful mix of nerves and heat. We flirted hard. The tension was thick through the screen. Then came the moment. He asked if I wanted him to come over that night. My fingers raced over the keys. Oh, wow, yes, I'd love to meet. He said he could be at mine in 20 minutes. I sent the address. My heart thudded in my chest. This was happening. I threw on a shirt and jeans, made sure I looked sharp, presentable, but still casual. Then came the buzz at the door. I opened it, and there he stood. Confident, smiling, sexy. He stepped in, and I led him to the sitting room, adult movie still flickering on the screen. Take a seat. You look nice, I said, and he smiled with a seductive glance. We sat close. The air crackled. I leaned in, touched his chest, ran my hands slowly down his body, bit my lip at how firm and good he felt. Then down to his crotch, already hard, and judging by the feel, he was as blessed as promised. I pulled him into a deep, passionate kiss. He stood up, started undressing, and I watched, drinking in every inch. I followed, dropping my jeans, letting the moment carry me. He sat beside me, now just in boxers, a massive bulge pressing against the fabric. I reached inside, teasing, playing. He was thick, long, everything I'd imagined and more. We explored each other with hands and mouths, heat rising fast. He lay back, and I took him in my mouth, slow and deep. He moaned, fingers in my hair. "Let's take this to the bedroom," he whispered. "Okay, yeah," I replied, breathless with desire. In the bedroom, we moved together like we'd known each other for years, kissing, touching, grinding. He squeezed my arse, and I whispered in his ear, "Will you have sex with me?" He smiled, giggled like a teenager, and kissed my lips. "Will I what?" he teased. "You know," I said. "Will you me?" I lay on my back, legs parted. He rolled the condom on, got between my thighs, and slid inside me with a perfect slow push. I gasped. It felt right. Natural. Hot. No pain, just deep, intense pleasure. I had kept it to myself that he was my first, but from the way I moved, the way I moaned and took him in, he'd never have guessed. He thrust hard and deep, filling me completely. I held onto him, letting go of all my nerves and fully embracing the moment. He told me to turn around so he could take me from behind. I obeyed eagerly on all fours, ass high, craving him. He entered me again, thick and firm, and I pushed back against him, hungry for more. Eventually, I asked to go on top. He lay down, and I climbed on him, took him in, rode him deep and hard, grinding my hips, moaning his name. My body took over. I felt powerful, wanted, alive. Every second was intoxicating. We kept moving, from position to position, a whirlwind of pleasure, sweat, and breathless kisses. He was close. He told me. I clenched around him, feeling his intensity build, and then, with a gasp and a groan, he came hard, staying inside me, trembling in release. We held each other, breath catching up to the moment. Then, wrapped in a warm afterglow, we moved back to the sitting room, still naked and smiling. He dressed while I slipped on my shorts. I walked him to his car, told him how amazing it was, how sexy, how grateful I felt. You were incredible, he said, kissing my cheek. We met up a few more times after that. Each time was just as hot, just as thrilling. But that first time, it was more than just a hookup. It was a beginning. It awakened something in me I didn't even know needed awakening. And after that night, I knew one thing for sure. I wanted more. I wasn't afraid anymore. I was finally free. Would you like this formatted for your book with a title, subtitle, or in a specific style for your erotic memoir?